Today we are discussing on spirituality which helping us to be one with the creation or the creator. In a simple word, today we are going to discuss on yoga and spirituality. So the main aim of spirituality is to become one with the creation or the creator. So you know that yoga means union. Union of what? Body, mind, and spirit. In a simple way, our center of scientific spirituality says periphery and center, both periphery is our creation, center is our creator. In a scientific way, you need to understand we are in the existence where we experience body, mind, and ecosystem as periphery. The source of the whole existence is because of the quantum field, or what we call it as source of creation or God, whatever the labels which you want to give. Basically, present is the only truth. Once if you are in the present, you are one with the wholeness or one with the either the creation or the creator. This we can achieve, this path of oneness we can achieve through love and devotion towards both creation and creator. Creator means don't take it any imaginary gods. It is just a source of creation. Like the whole existence is made of atomic stuff, that what we call it as quantum field. From there, the whole entire natural world has appeared. This is not my words, it's from quantum physics. So, when you develop love and devotion towards the creation and creator, that means outer present what we experience plus inner present what we are, that we call it as bhakti yoga, where the outer present and inner present align together. Our outer spirit, what we are experiencing as existence, the inner spirit, silent state within us. Once if you develop an attitude of love and devotion, you are following bhakti yoga. In the outer present, we do have a unique people with some of them are musically intelligent. They follow a path of oneness. They lose themselves in the music. We call them as Nada Yoga. So, in the similar way, if we understand who am I, so my peripheral self is body and mind, my center self is silence or spirit, spiritual dimension, inner presence, inner truth, whatever it may be. Once if you, through the knowledge, you align both body, mind, and spirit, we call that as Jnana Yoga. It is a very simple way. All our Upanishadic statements like Aham Brahmasmi, everything points to that center, what you are. Because you may appear, it may appear different, the existence, so many things like mountain, river, everything you can see, table, yourself. But if you go deep inside, it's out of one stuff, the source of creation. In scientific terms, it is energy, quantum energy or quantum essence. So your center is pure silence. Periphery is your body and mind and ecosystem. If you are centered in the present and you are dynamic at the periphery, like I am a doctor, I am Dr. Shashidhara, I am a pediatrician, I see so many patients in the outpatient. As a role play, I am dynamically active in the periphery as a role, as a doctor. Somebody may be teacher, somebody may be liar. They have to play a role depending on where they are placed. Or if you are unique and special and creative, that is a type of a role which you are playing in the periphery of our existence. But having attachment with the periphery and center, centering in the inner present, dynamic at the outer present as a doctor doing your job, is what we call it as karma yoga, where you just do the work, don't anticipate anything, be in the present. So that is karma yoga. Of course, everybody talks about Raja Yoga or Ashtanga Yoga, where it is self-discipline, path of oneness through self-discipline. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dhyana, Dharana, Samadhi. It's a self-discipline. Through self-discipline also, you can attain oneness. It's little difficult. So at least some asanas and some pranayama, because these things will improve your vagal tone. It reduces your heart rate, it calms you down, it reduces your BP. So through self-discipline, path of oneness, what we call it as Raja Yoga. So yoga or oneness with the creation or creator, you can achieve either through the love and devotion, we call it as Bhakti Yoga. Through the music, we call it as Nada Yoga. Through the role play, we call it as Karma Yoga. Then through the knowledge, Jnana Yoga, of course, with the self-discipline, if you are one with the self-discipline, that is called as Raja Yoga. So yoga definitely brings lot of positive benefits, especially for youngsters. Depending on the type of brain, some of them are right-brained individual, some of them left-brained individual, some of them intelligent in so many things. So depending on individually, you can select whatever the yoga which you like. But yoga discipline is very, very important to attain oneness and peace and harmony. Thank you.